No, because it's, again, the kinetic operations, they didn't want to drop big bombs, especially in, Baghdad at that time. Um, and so they end up bringing an Apache in, and this Apache rolls in on these three dudes and just tore them to pieces.
You'll love to hear it.
Yeah. And I'm just, and I'm just sitting there I got the grandstand view, just watching it all go down in the targeting pod. So I talked to the Apache guys a little bit, dropped them coordinates, let them know kind of their orientation, what was around it, because when they took off, I don't remember where they came out of. It might have even been the green zone. Um, when they rolled over, like their vantage point is much different than mine, right? So I try to give them, I'm trying to find funneling features to help them get to, and obviously the ability to pass coordinates makes it super easy because they can just put that coordinate into a steer point in their system and just drive towards it. Um, so yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we were doing with the targeting pods over there.
I assume, but I gotta ask, do fighter jet pilots and helicopter pilots have pretty much a great mutual respect for each other?
I always had great respect for the helicopter guys, man. I mean, they're in a much higher threat environment than we ever were. And the mission in some respects is similar. Obviously they're more tied to direct ground support than we are to a certain extent. That's what they do day in, day out. Like CAS is a close air support is a very small subset of what I did as an F-16 guy. There was a lot of other missions that I was trained in, and that are probably more valuable to like the long term peer competitor war we would ever go into than close air support. But yeah, I always had great respect for those guys.
That's awesome. I've only interviewed a handful of helicopter guys. The unit, they were both from the same unit. What's the top level helicopter
The
unit?
160th,
The 160th
yeah, the
SOAR.
Night
Yeah.
Stalkers, yeah,
One of them flew a Chinook, and the other one flew the little bird.
dude. You see some of those videos of those dudes with those Chinooks up against the side of mountains and stuff. That it's impressive what they do. It really is. Like you'd
it's
never.
crazy.
I would never fly anything that has to beat air into submission to fly. It's just not
It
my.